Hello everybody, I'm the hairiest host that loves books the most. I am SilverBear, and this is the sweetest little bear that was ever in there, that is Honey Bear, and today we are going to be talking about the BFG by Roald Dahl. And I'm going to apologize again for the third video in a row. I still am recovering from tonsillitis. I am doing a batch record right now so that I can take a break for a few days and really let my voice rest. So sorry if these reviews are a little bit shorter than usual, but just doing what I can do to survive at this point. And yeah, thank you very much. So The Big Friendly Giant by Roald Dahl is the first book in my poster scratch-off series. So I have not yet posted that video, but I purchased a wonderful poster from, I forget where I got it, eBay, Amazon, one of those. And it has a list of books it lists the top 100 books. And look, there are books here of varying genres and qualities and all that kind of stuff. Everything from A Christmas Carol, Animal Farm, Moby Dick, Matilda, Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. And then it's got some sort of more questionable decisions. The 50 Shades trilogy is on there. I am going to suffer through that for you guys, so please drop me a like and I might be able to survive it. But I'm really looking forward to going through it. I'm hoping to scratch off at least one per month. I'm going to stick it right up there behind me so I can scratch them off as I go. I just haven't got around to it yet. But back to the actual story here. The Big Friendly Giant by Roald Dahl is a classic children's novel. It has been adapted into films. It has been retold. It has been explored in so many different ways, but it will always be a favorite of mine. Following a young girl named Sophie, she sees a giant at her window. A big, friendly giant with big, friendly ears, and it is his responsibility to put it in the shortest way possible to collect and deliver dreams to children. He picks Sophie up, they go on a bit of a journey together, and she gets to go and see other giants and see what they're like, and it becomes apparent very quickly that the Big Friendly Giant is solely exceptional in being friendly. The other giants are human gobbling, human crushing, human squishing nasties, and it becomes the mission or job of Sophie and the BFG to put a stop to, how do I put this without spoiling it? It's such a short book, it's very difficult to summarize without spoiling it. Put a stop to giants' mischief. That is a horrible summary. I'm going to rewrite that. Anyway, what do I like about this book? It has everything from Roald Dahl that you've come to expect. It has his trademark wit and humor, his over-the-top, larger-than-life characters. Sophie as a protagonist is sweet and lovable and headstrong and all those wonderful things. The giant himself is this super-duper lovable character. You can't help but, you know, root for him and want to get behind him. And it's difficult to do that when you've got a giant physically that is someone that's hard to create this sort of sympathetic tone for, but when you juxtapose the giant and Sophie and the giant and the other giants, it does a really good job creating a double contrast where, yeah, you feel legitimately sorry for and fearful for a giant, and that's really clever, right? That's not something that you think too often. I'm going to create this character who's this mythological creature who should be the biggest, most terrifying thing in the world, and I'm going to make him not that. It's a bit of the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, a bit of the Hagrid juxtaposition, where you have the biggest, strongest, hairiest dude out there, and yet he is the sweetest, kindest kind of figure. And yeah, I've always loved that as a bit of a trope, the misdirection where you don't, the character plays against what you're expecting to see from them, and the Big Friendly Giant is certainly that. I mean, who is this for? This book is for everybody. Anybody can read this. I read this book when I was a kid. I read this book when I was an adult. I read this book as a teenager. I read it last year for some fun. I read it in the lead up to this review. It took me, an afternoon. It's 200 pages, but with illustrations and great big text in it. It's not a long read. This is a 2, maybe 3 hour read. So you can absolutely do it in an afternoon. Sorry, medication. And I highly recommend it. It is a 4-star read. It is not Roald Dahl's best work, but that is only to say that he has some truly, truly remarkable pieces of fiction. At some point, I'll talk about Matilda. I'll talk about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, George's Marvelous Medicine, which is a particular favorite of mine, James and the Giant Peach. But it is absolutely in keeping with all of those things. It is wonderful from start to finish. You'll laugh. You'll feel a connection with these characters. You'll want them to succeed. What more can you ask for in 200 pages of children's literature? Read it by yourself. Read it with your kids. When you're with Roald Dahl, the fun never ends. And that's all I really need to say. 4 stars. It's Roald Dahl. It's wonderful. So, The Big Friendly Giant, have you read it? Or what is your favorite Roald Dahl book? Comment below. I would love to hear your opinion. No matter what you've picked, I've read it. I've read his entire children's bibliography, although I would be very interested to hear about any suggestions for his adult work. He did do adult stories, and I would be super keen to hear any of those that you might recommend, because those I haven't explored at all. So yeah, what did you think about it? Let me know. Thank you very much, and let's put the BFG up on the review shelf and keep your eyes open for the poster video. As soon as I have hung it, I will post that and scratch off my very, very first one. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you later.